despite mostly being colorful to rightly match its narrative. If is also cautiously sensitive, making it a wholesome viewing experience. About a certain childhood attachment. The famously fan-cast Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards and Helmer, creator of one of the best film franchises of the 21st century, John Krasinski, returns to the big with an original story that is in all respects antinomy to his earlier creation. If, a family-oriented comedy drama, is very much the young too. The Quiet Place is yin of a horrific dystopian exploration of sound-hunting aliens. Firstly, it is worth pointing out that Krasinski's masterful creation of the Quiet Place franchise was no fluke, because with If, the filmmaker completely shifts gears, which should have been a concern, but what If tries to accomplish it does so well. So with this, Krasinski has more than proven himself as one of those filmmakers who does not suffer from niche storytelling, and is instead one capable of handling different genres but with an inspired vision. If as a movie tells the story of an absurd part of childhood experience, but makes it deeply personal, as it goes beyond just fun and games, which is why even though the target audience could be alienated to just children, it is also a movie deserving of adult viewership. In fact, in certain light, it deigns to speak to adults more than it does children, with the obvious argument being, majority of its human cast are adults as opposed to being children, and a more nuanced argument would stem from its commentary on revisiting childhood wonder and passions, all of which are visually manifested by the film's non-human characters, the childhood imaginary friends of the human characters. As for the cast, Krasinski mimics Nolan's recent endeavor by pulling in a cast that is as ambitious as it is vast, with the entirety of the major players personifying the CG imaginary friends, save for Ryan Reynolds' Cal. As for the main character, she is endearingly played by up-and-comer Kelly Fleming, also having great chemistry with Reynolds, Cal, and a host of the other imaginary friends. Though this shouldn't really come as a surprise, the visuals are up to standard, particularly because of how bizarre the imaginary friends are, and how these bizarre figures blend well with the real world. One gets the sense that these are cartoonish characters, but the animation, or rendering, doesn't make them look so jarring when observed in the realistic space of the movie. If is mostly upbeat as should be expected, but in its more silent moments, the delivery is just as intense and effective. Similar to many films like it, If is brilliant proof that the joys of childhood is something to be cherished for the entirety of our lives, especially when the growing pains of adulthood and life come knocking.
Don't look him in the eye.
Which one?
You know damn well which one.
Thanks for doing this. It really means a whole lot.